Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Spooktober Holiday One-Shot Special. It's the last of our fun and spooky and scary games for the year, but I'm really looking forward to this one. We're playing a little game called Goblin Quest, made by our friends over at Rowan, Rook, and Deckard. It's one of the Grant Howitt's many awesome games, which we've played Honey Heist, we've played Trash Pandas, we've played lots of stuff that he's written, and I'm very eager to delve into this one as a player this time. We are bringing in another GM who has not GM'd for us before, who looks a little bit like me. It's my brother Isaac over there. Say hi.
Hello. Hi.
And I'll let you take it away. It's over to you.
Cool. So, Goblin Quest is a super simple, super fun, super kooky, chaotic adventure where you will create a clutch of 5 goblins, and with your clutch mates, you will attempt to leave your name in goblin history, which only lasts about a week typically. Because goblins are creatures of supernatural unluck in this universe. They are utilized by the evil wizard in his evil armies to soak arrows, to trip traps, and to just generally have bad things happen to them. So they don't happen to important people like orcs or bugbears or hobgoblins or wizards, God forbid. Um, Goblins are short-lived creatures who are born and thrown straight into the world, and their grasp on reality is not great. But in today's adventure, we three will have 15 goblins between us, and we will attempt to rewrite history with our names inside. So, character creation is the first step, obviously, in this game. It's going to be super simple. You're going to create 5 goblins out of nothing. And each of them are going to have a quirk, so something weird about them. They could be fat, they could be gassy, they could be short, tall, bony fingers, extra teeth, not enough teeth. It's really up to you to do some kind of physical or mental um, quirk for each of your goblins. You will have a clutch heirloom, which is one object that your clutch carries that has been passed down from generation to generation, or so you were told. Good examples could be the empty flagon, which is just an empty cup. The trashier the better on this one, honestly. The slightly bent stick of fire bolts, you know, whatever your little brains can come up with. And then you are going to come up with these 5 goblins. And when you are all set, just let me know and we will come up with our scenario.
Well,
And I go ahead.
Isaac's playing with us as a player of goblins, so.
Yes.
And you said you had your theme in, so why don't you tell us a little bit about the 5 goblins you made while we're coming up with ours on the side?
Yeah. So sticking with the spooky theme, I haven't finished yet, but I'm coming up with the monsters clutch. I'm gonna have a goblin inspired by typical scary movie bad guys. I'm gonna have a vampire goblin, a mummy goblin, a ghost goblin, a werewolf, and a zombie. And those are gonna be my 5 goblins.
Awesome. Do they have fun goblin names yet?
Not yet. I've got Vlad, obviously, who's gonna be the vampire. I've got Emotep, the mummy. I've got Boogie the ghost, and I need to come up with the werewolf and the zombie. And then I need to come up with their defining features.
I got the names for mine.
Let's hear them.
Jank, trash, garbage, ore, and treasure.
Garbage sounds fancy.
He's French.
I'm gonna
He's
do
French.
garbage.
His defining feature is French.
Also, Winwood Dice, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. I have my 5 goblins' names and our expertise, and I'll see if you can guess the theme. I've got Ed Gob Allen Goob,
Gob Allen Goop.
George Gob Gob Martin, Gobbert Jordan, Gobby Shelley, and Jane Gobston.
Oh, I hate you.
For sure, authors. Love it.
Our expertise is writing, and our quirk is we're delicious.
So each of your goblins will have a quirk. So one goblin can be delicious, and then you have other goblins to make after that.
Oh, I thought we had a clutch quirk.
Nope, it's the clutch expertise, and then your each goblin
Oh,
has its own.
its own quirk. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, not,
I,
not. I was more
I feel
comfortable
like
when they were all delicious.
I feel like my trash goblins need to either be an expertise in breaking stuff, or cooks, or thieves.
Our expertise is spooking.
Spooking.
Spooking, writing, breaking. The 3 R's of goblin kind.
That's right.
Gonna go with breaking stuff.
Spooking, writing, wrecking. So each goblin has a quirk. Does each goblin have a dream too?
No, the dream isn't going to be super important here. But if you have a dream that you want to put in, definitely add it, and we can incorporate it on a case by case basis.
Is it just like a goal for the individual goblin or for the clutch?
Um, it's more a goal for the clutch
Okay.
because we as a group are going to have our own quest that we're going on. So that dream is going to be your dream.
Awesome. Hey, Jupe. Welcome to Goblin Quest. We're just making our goblins right now. It's going to be chaotic. And our clutch has a name, right?
Yeah, so you get to name your clutch.
Okay.
Well, obviously mine is Rumpke.
I was going to see The Crow tonight at a theater, but it was sold out. That's a bummer. I'm sorry it was sold out.
Oh, shoot. I misread that quirk. I thought it was oblivious. It's obvious.
You can use Oblivious. Those are just examples. Anything on those example sheets I sent you are just stuff to get your brain going. Um, it's totally freeform. Make it up as you want and make it as kooky as you want.
How's this webcam? Knock it off.
So what is the difference between defining features and quirks?
They're the same thing. These character sheets are not very well thought out or put together. So I'm just writing it under the defining feature.
Okay.
Each goblin's quirk.
Yeah, so
My clutch is called the Quilltoofs.
The Quilltoofs.
Yes.
big eyes, big ears, French, big teeth, big feet.
Nice, nice.
Ooh, that's right. I need to figure out the ancestral heirloom.
Yes.
Goob's quirk is he's pessimistic.
The broken pencil.
All right, so I've got the rest of my goblins all done. We've got Vlad. He has long teeth. We've got Emotep. He's got lots of clothes. We've got Boogie. He's kind of transparent. We've got Spot. He's fuzzy. And we have Bitsy, and he's missing his nose. Our ancestral heirloom is the staff of previous fire. It's a burnt out torch.
Nice.
And then while you guys are doing that, I'll go ahead and explain kind of the mechanics of how this game works. So each of our goblins, well, we're all going to be put into our quest, and we're going to go through different scenarios. And those scenarios we're going to come up with as we develop our plan for what we want to do to, finish our game here. And you are the narrator for what your goblin's plan of action for the scene is. You'll be playing one goblin at a time, and we'll pick. You get to pick and choose as goblins die. Goblins have 2 hit points, and if something bad happens, you will take damage. And if something really bad happens, you'll die. Um, Fun part, you get to describe what happens. And every roll that you roll in whatever check you make counts towards the final, like, what happens. So let's say we're in a situation where we are fighting a kobold, and Vlad is up, my first goblin, and I say Vlad is going to use his long teeth to bite the kobold and try to scare him off. Um, you start with one dice, one six-sided dice, and for every defining feature, ancestral heirloom, or expertise, or anything you can justify to add extra dice, you can do. So I could say Vlad has long teeth, so he's good at biting things. He's very good at scaring things because their expertise is spooking, and he's going to use the staff of previous fire to fight him off, and that would give me 4 dice. I'd roll all 4 dice at the same time and take all of the results that I go. So a 1 is a critical failure. You will take 2 damage from a critical failure, meaning that your goblin instantly dies.
Anything you roll one?
So the dice will cancel each other out. So if you roll a 1 and then a 6, those two will cancel each other out. Same with a 2 and a 5, or a 3 and a 4. On a 2, you're injured, but you're not dead. You take 1 hit point. But if you already had 1 damage, then you'll die anyway. On a 3, you don't take any damage, but something bad happens. So you have to narrate how what you did turned against you and gives the next goblin, which would be the next player, a penalty to their roll of -1. On a 4, something good happens, and you get to narrate how something good happens to give the next goblin a +1, but you didn't succeed. On a 5, you get 1 success, and on a 6, you get 2 successes. But let's say you roll 4 dice, and you roll a 1 and a 6. And those two would cancel each other out. And then you would take whatever's left. So you roll 1, 6, 3, and 2. So the 2 means you get injured. That doesn't get canceled because you didn't roll 5. But the 3 means something good happened in the process. So while you were doing something good, you were hurt, but you set the next goblin up for success, and that's how that roll would play out. And obviously, I'll help with any questions as we play. So more dice is not always better because it gives you more chances to cancel yourself out or more chances to hurt yourself. But luckily, goblins have a few ways of getting rerolls. Every goblin has 1 lucky ear. Super important that you remember which one it is because you lose the lucky ear, but you get to re-roll as many dice as you want in your roll. But in the process, you have to explain how the goblin lost his lucky ear in the process. Goblins also have 2 lucky thumbs, and those can only be used to give other people re-rolls. But you can, if we decide to give somebody a thumbs up, then we can give a fellow player a reroll. There's also the king stick. All of us have stick-shaped objects, and this stick-shaped object will be given to the funniest player at the time, who makes people laugh, comes up with something kooky, and they will have the king stick.
It is here on the overlay for all to see.
And with the king stick, you can give another player a reroll as well, or you can take it for yourself because you're the king, and that's how rules work.
That's what's up. 1 lucky ear, 2 lucky thumbs.
And the king stick.
And the king stick.
If in the unfortunate event that all of our goblins die, we have lost the quest, but we will press on until all of them do perish.
All right.
I didn't realize we had to give special names for our heirlooms. So my broken pencil is called the Invisible Auteur.
Nice.
Garbage named it.
Garbage.
Sounds like something Garbage would say.
Well, our heirloom is we have a book of writing, but
Book of writing.
if we could read, we would know that it's a blood-stained copy of 100 books to read before you die. It has been very well loved by the members of our clutch.
Yeah,
Passed down
it
from survivor to survivor
teaches us history and stuff.
and stuff.
But mine is truly magical. No matter how much you write with the invisible auteur, nobody is able to see it.
My clutch is very envious of this magic item.
There will be a war for it later.
Awesome. Well, do you want to just dive in? Since we have our clutches, we have our goblins. Do we need anything else, Isaac?
Nope, sounds like we are ready to get started. So, our scenario at hand. It is spooky season in the Evil Kingdom, and the Wizard King likes to celebrate by hosting his annual costume party. Each tribe, between the orcs, bugbears, hobgoblins, and wizards, are required to enter a costume for this competition, and the winner is given a huge trophy and allocates, as well as a statue to post in their camp. Goblins have never been invited before, but this year that's going to change. Our goblins are going to enter this costume contest and win. We totally heard about it. It's totally happening. We promise. So, our adventure is going to be broken down into 3 phases. There's going to be phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Obviously, phase 1 is going to be creating our costume. And this is where we decide as a group how we're going to do that. We need 2 steps to create our costume. So I'll leave it to Alex first. You want to give us step 1?
Step 1, we need to... Obviously, we need to hunt down a cave beast to steal its leather for our costumes.
Hunt a cave beast. And then step 2. Brandon, what is step 2 of this plan?
Oh, well, I mean, clearly we need to go dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving. For the other bits, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I love about our plan?
What's that?
There's no dumpsters in caves.
You don't know that? Shut up. I did fail to mention the map. We do have a map that has been written by goblins, passed down by goblins of the Evil Kingdom. It's totally accurate, we promise. So if you see any sections on this map that you want to go to, they're all available. If you want to add sections to this map that don't exist yet, we can discover them. So we might find
like it's not accurate now.
Yeah, we might find a giant garbage dump where we can go dumpster diving.
I see a thing labeled garbage and a thing labeled the mysterious hole. The garbage dump has got to be one of the two.
Right? The mysterious hole.
All right. So that will be the first two. That will be the first step.
Hold on. There's a mysterious hole and a not at all mysterious hole.
Oh, that too. There are 3 places.
There are 3 places this might be. There's also a junk pile.
Hey.
4 places.
I'm excited. Let's go.
All right. So step 1. We got to hunt a cave beast and go dumpster diving to find the bits. Our second phase is going to be entering the contest, getting our names written down in the book, ready to go so that we can walk in there and present our costume. Hobgoblins are clearly the most intelligent of the other races. They're just big goblins, and we're the smartest, but they're bigger, so they're smarter. So we have to sneak into the hobgoblin camp and find a way to sign up. So sneaking into the hobgoblin camp is going to be my first step on step 2, phase 2. Alex, what's step 2, phase 2?
Sabotage another team.
Ooh, sabotage. All right. And then since we're on to phase 2, this has 3 steps. So Brandon, what is step 3?
It's pretty obvious that, if we put our names in where anyone can see them, they'll know that goblins entered. And so the trick is to get our names on it and make it official without anyone noticing it. So we have to write the names with the invisible auteur.
Okay.
Is that step 3 of phase 2?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just goblining here.
All right. Now, step 3. Well, phase 3. Phase 3 is going to be the contest itself. With that, I already added steps for that because we have to eliminate the orcs, we have to eliminate the bugbears, we have to eliminate the hobgoblins, and we have to eliminate the wizards so that we win, obviously.
And we have to impress the suspiciously Simon Cowell-esque judge.
Yes. Impress.
What's a good orc name for Simon Cowell?
Impress Simone.
Simone Jowl.
Simone Jowl. All right. Now, no plan goes according to plan, obviously. So
Nonsense. This is
we're gonna have some misfortunes happen along the way. Alex, I need you to roll 2d6, please.
That's a lot of pressure. 6 and a 3, or 9 collectively.
6 and a 3. Give it to me 2 numbers. So 6 and 3. Brandon, I need you to roll 2d6.
Okay.
A goblin, we shall go.
5 and a 1.
5 and 1. I'm gonna roll 2d6 and get a 5 and a 2.
Reminds me I need to open YouTube since Deuce isn't here to keep track of YouTube.
Oh. When you're done opening YouTube, Alex, I need 2 more d6.
2 more d6.
Same with you, Brandon.
I'm sorry?
Same with you, Brandon. 2 more d6.
I got a 6 and a 5, and I feel really bad about it.
We're going to die before we even get started.
I'm scared of big numbers.
I got a 2 and a 6.
2 and a 6.
So my 5 and 2 and my 6 and 1 offset each other.
And Alex, when you are ready, we are ready to get started on our Goblin adventure.
Let's go in the contest.
Yay!
I am ready.
All right.
Ready might be a strong word, but I am prepared.
All right. Everybody pick your first goblin. Mine is Vlad.
I'm Edgar Ballangoob.
Yes. I am here and ready to do the goblining. So, Brandon, we have to hunt a cave beast.
Yes, we do.
Lead us to the cave beast. What is your goblin going to do to get us to successfully hunt and dispatch a cave beast?
Well, first we've got to track the cave beast. And I'm going to use my big eyes to do that. And that gives me 2d6 to roll.
Sounds like it.
Oh god, I can't wait to see how this goes.
Oh shit,
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6, so that's 3 successes cumulatively. So we only needed 2. So you have hunted a cave beast successfully by tracking it with your big eyes. Tell me how that works.
Oh, hey, look, there he is. Cave
Remember,
beast is walking by at that exact moment.
And you also kill it.
Oh, we're killing it in this step?
Yeah, it's only hunt a cave beast.
Oh,
So we've hunted the cave beast. You've successfully hunted the cave beast against all odds.
I
Using your big eyes.
Damn. Can I instead say that I used my invisible auteur to just stab him in the throat?
You could, or if you want, I actually have an idea for what could happen.
Okay, I want to hear it.
I also
All
have
right,
an idea.
Using your big eyes, you spotted our cave beast. It was 12 feet long, standing on legs, and as you spotted it, a rogue ballista bolt flies past you in some random bit of luck that goblins will never have twice, and impales this cave beast to the cave wall, killing it. And
Okay. I see how this is going. All right.
you being the amazing hunter that you are, saw the whole thing and know where to take us to get that cave beast.
Let's
And
go
we
over there.
harvest its leather.
Stole credit.
All right. Alex, you rolled a 6 and 3.
I sure did.
As we collect our leather and grab everything, what are we doing as far as dumpster diving goes? Where are we going?
Well, clearly, now that we have a bunch of leather, we need to head on down to the junkyard and see what kind of good bits and gubbins we can find to make our costumes with.
All right. As we are making our way to the junkyard, it is on the other side of these of the Bugbear's dog kennel. We're making our way through, and this rumbling starts to happen. The ground is shaking, and suddenly fissures open up underneath us. Cracks swallow buildings whole, and other buildings are falling apart. What are you going to do to help us navigate this horrible, awful thing that's happening?
Clearly, I'm going to use my pessimism. It's my defining trait. So yeah, I'm in my little black suit, my little black bow tie, my little black mustache, and I just sort of lay down on the side of the road and urge everybody else to embrace oblivion.
All right, roll 2d6.
I got a 6 and a 6.
Wow! I guess it works.
Yes.
You happen to lay down in just the right spot where where the earthquake or whatever wasn't happening.
Yep, we just lay down. Maybe you all just look at me like, I don't think this is going to work, and then the building just falls over. I'm in the perfect spot for the broken window to land around me.
Yeah.
14 goblins stare very questioningly at you as buildings topple around us, but we happen to be in the exact right spot to not get squished.
I stand up and I realize I'm still alive, and I say, fuck.
Give this man a king stick.
Like I said, just give it to Alex.
Give this man a king stick.
Well, I guess we have to keep adventuring.
All right, but we made it to the junkyard for dumpster diving. Vlad is not very well equipped for dumpster diving. He has long teeth, but his long teeth are going to be great for gnawing open the trash cans and the dumpsters and the bags, so that we can look for all the glue that we need and all the bits that we need to put our costume together. So he's going to hunt that stuff down and put our costume together with his long teethers.
Are you a vampire or a beaver?
He's a vampire. He promises. Yes! I'm going to find the things. Okay. I got a 3 and a 5. Nope, a 3 and a 4. So nothing amazing happens. I'm digging through trash bags, I'm digging through dumpsters, and I'm just not finding anything I need. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Brandon, save us.
Do you take damage or anything when that happens?
No, since I didn't roll a 2 or a 1, I don't take any damage. I roll a 3 and a 4, so I got something bad happen and something good happen that cancel each other out.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, since Jank is still alive and he's got those big eyes, you know what? He's also gonna break some stuff because the stuff here is big and we're small, and we need small things.
It's true.
So look around for the right big things and
It's
break
just
them into small
math.
things. So he's gonna roll 3 dice.
All right, roll them.
1, 3, 6.
1, 3, and
So
6.
something bad happens.
Yep, something bad happens. You don't get hurt because the 1 and the 6 cancel, but something bad happens. Tell us what happens. That
What?
sets Alex up for failure.
Yep, I've got this big stick that I'm trying to break, and I'm like pounding it against something. It's out of my hands and whacks Alex in the head.
Leaving him dazed. All right, Alex. Find our stuff. Go dumpster diving.
So in an effort to, expedite my own demise, I will ride the blow down into the pit and see if I hit anything important on the way down.
Okay. And you'll be at -1 for this roll.
-1 dice.
No, -1 per dice.
Okay. No bother. 4 and 1.
4 and 1. So something bad happens because the 4 turns into a 3, and you died.
Oh.
Remember, every goblin has a lucky ear. You can give up your ear to re-roll.
Yeah, I had a 5 that went down to a 4 and a 2
Oh,
that went
5
down
down
to
to
a
a
1.
4. Okay, cool.
Well, you still died.
Yeah, am I still
Yeah.
dead? I don't.
Yeah, you still die, but something good happens in the process
I died. That was the good thing.
to set me up. But you do have your lucky ear. If you want to re-roll the 2, you can choose which dice you want to re-roll on your ear.
And every goblin has one lucky ear.
Yep.
Okay.
Every goblin has 1 lucky ear and 2 lucky thumbs.
I will give up my lucky ear. It's on the right side. And I will re-roll the 2 to try to get a better dice. Into a 3, which goes down to a 2.
Okay, so you just get hurt, but something good happens,
Oh, good.
and you lost your ear in the process.
Yeah, so I tumbled down the just the hill of detritus, bouncing and bangling and bungling my way. I get skewered on a pitchfork that stabs into my ear and rips it off, but I managed to grab that and a bag full of leftover Hume weapons that we can use for our costume.
All right, I'm gonna dig through those Hume weapons with my +1 and see if we can't find anything useful.
Ow, my ear.
And I got a 6, which gives us enough. So I find enough useful junk with the Hume weapons. We're gonna make some big claws for our costume. We've got the leather shroud, and we found some rope that we're gonna tie 3 goblins together. So I'm gonna stand on Alex's head, and then Brandon's gonna stand on my head, and I'm gonna tie your ankles to my head, and then I'm gonna tie my ankles to Alex's head, so that we have our costume. It's a big, tall, spooky thing with claws.
It's a
We're gonna
black
be good.
shroud that looks like a nun habit, and we have a set of nunchucks so that we could be nunchuck.
I like it.
Jupe says, "Hey Alex, one of these days I want to GM a game of Magical Kitties Noir. Obviously, let's do it."
I don't know much, but I like magic and I like kitties, and noir is really cool too.
Trifecta.
The trifecta. But Brandon, we have
Yeah.
our costume together. We're ready. We need to sneak into the hobgoblin camp, and you need to lead us. Now that we're in phase 2, each step is going to require 3 successes to defuse instead of 2. So the game will start getting harder the farther we get in.
I already almost died.
I'm going to use my big eyes to help us avoid detection from people who might see us. I'm going to see them before they see me.
Of course.
And I'm going to harness the power of my invisible auteur to make me invisible.
Yeah, you're going to scribble all over yourself.
Yes. Please God, let me roll a 1.
Please God, let me roll a 1.
So that's 3 d6.
Yep.
A 4, a 2, and a 3.
A 4, a 2, and a 3. So,
That sounds bad.
yeah, you get hurt.
Yeah. I accidentally stabbed myself with the invisible torch.
Not in my
Don't do
big
that. They're
eye.
gonna see us. You're bleeding.
And something good that happens is that
Well,
I saw someone. I was making myself invisible. And I went, oh shit! And that alerted them to our presence. So
yep. So they spotted us being goblins, and luckily, since nothing bad happened, they don't care. We're just goofy little goblins running around doing goblin things. But we're being stealthy, we promise. Alex,
Yes.
lead us into the camp.
Well, clearly I'm going to use the power of pessimism to be invisible to everybody, because if anybody really cared what was going on with me, they would stop to ask. But it's fine, it's whatever.
It is what it is.
Nobody ever stops to ask, hey, Edgob, why is that heartbeat pounding in your ears all the time? I rolled 2 dice or 3 dice?
You're using your pessimism, so that gives you +1. Did you have something else you wanted to use?
None at this time. Ooh, 4 and a 2, unless I have a -1.
No, just 4 and a 2.
Ah, 4 and 2.
So
I didn't screw you
you've,
this time.
you've set us up for success, but unfortunately, I think that's going to be the end of
Edgob.
Edgob.
Edgob Allen Goob.
Yeah, I think that's his second hit point.
So I'm muttering to myself about how nobody cares about my mental health and how nobody checks in, and an orc is like, "Oh my fucking god, stop complaining!" and just squishes me. But they're fine. They're entertained by that enough that you guys are able to sneak by.
All right.
Edgar died of disbelieving mental health professional.
All right, Vlad, you were not very good at infiltration, I will say.
He's a vampire.
I know, but he's just got big teethers. So, I am going to attempt using my vampiric wiles to sneak past the orcs as they are laughing at Edgob's untimely demise. But I only have one
It was
dice.
entirely timely.
I have one dice, but I get +1, so we'll see how it goes. With a 4 turning into a 5, so that's 1 success out of 3. Meaning I've gotten us closer to the hobgoblin camp. We snuck past a few of the guards. We're in a good spot. Brandon, take us the rest of the way. We need 2 more successes.
I'm gonna use my big eyes to find a basket that we can hunker over, hide inside as we move along,
Yes,
turtle
of
style.
course. Of course. Solid Snake, the stealthiest man. We heard about
a
him.
goblin pun. Goblin snake.
Nothing happened. I rolled a 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2. So you're looking for that basket, but you just can't find
I
one.
can't find. My eyes are failing me.
Alex, who's your next contestant?
Well, now I'm going to be playing Gobby Shelley,
Gobby Shelley.
whose special quirk is that she has a taxidermy Lord Byron.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my taxidermy Lord Byron to sneak us into the camp. We're all going to just crawl into Lord Byron because he's gaped enough.
Did you
Roll
just
away.
say because he's gaped enough?
Yep.
That's a sentence that happened.
That is a thing that was said.
Look, Lord Byron would love it.
Oh, well, Lord Byron would absolutely love it. Would love everything about that.
And before we go, I will consult the heirloom. I will look into the 100 books the Book of Writing, and I will find a passage about something about sneaking and winning.
Oh, of course. Give us 3 dice.
Ooh, a 6, 5, and 5.
Nice.
Wow.
Very, very handedly sneak us into camp with that. Tell us what happens.
All 14 of us crawl into Lord Byron, and we drive him Flintstones car style.
You pilot him.
I just gotta ask, what actually is Lord Byron?
I mean, he's a Frankenstein monster, just accumulation of human body parts.
Okay.
He's the Byron mobile. This is the time in I'd usually be running where somebody'd be like, "What's wrong with Alex's brain?"
You know, things. But it worked. Brandon. Well, no, after Alex is beat.
That's you.
We have to sabotage another team. But, unfortunately, as we're locating our team to sabotage, a stray blast from the Wizard's Tower comes out and causes havoc. Meaning that magic has gone wild in this area and bad things are happening. So we need to take shelter. And Vlad's not very good. Because right now all he is teeth in Lord Byron. He's pretending to be fangs.
Flat as the head.
But he's going to let everybody know that fire's raining from the sky, and we are going to attempt to hide from the fire. But I do have the staff of previous fire, so I'm going to try to catch the fire before it hurts us with the staff.
Solid plan.
With a 6 and a 3. So I get 2 successes out of the 3 needed, but something bad happens in the process. Well, I caught the fire. That's a success. The bad news is the fire is inside the suit with us now.
Yeah, and I used
Because
a
I
lot
caught
of
the fire.
formaldehyde on this thing.
So, Brandon, up to you. Save us, please.
What can I do with my king
I'm gonna
stick?
do
Can
what-
I help with the
I'm
king
going to
stick?
tell you, I'm going to do what I got to do. I am a goblin with big eyes. I'm just going to stare at the fire. Let's see what the dice say happen.
You get a -1 to each dice.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Can I use my
It's
king
even
stick
more
to help?
appropriate
What
than
do I
I'm
use the
staring.
king stick for?
With the king stick, you can give rerolls. So it's like a lucky ear, but you can give the king stick away.
Okay.
I got a 5 and a 4
And that's with the -1.
with the -1.
All right, so no king stick needed. We get our last success. The fire has stopped raining down, and something good happens.
Yeah. I'm staring at the fire. I begin worshiping it, which means that I accidentally put it out because it was a small fire. With the
Aw.
waving of my hand, worshiping it.
Vlad is sad.
I mean,
Aw.
Jank is too. And when that happens, obviously, Byron has lost his structural integrity. And he falls over and kills the orc that is going to be wearing the costume for the orc team.
So I will say that we're not to the sabotage yet. We got through the random encounter. That was the
Oh,
fire.
this is the fire. Okay.
Yep. So now we have to sabotage the orcs. We're setting up in a good spot to go sabotage another team. It doesn't have to be orcs, but
Gotcha. Well, we come tumbling out, and we're right there next to the orc team behind them. They don't see us. We're ready to pounce.
all right, they were busy taking shelter from the fire.
Yeah.
Alex,
Dorks.
nerds. I caught the fire.
Yeah, since poor Lord Byron has fallen apart, I am just gonna take some of his just sharper pieces and just sneak up and end the orc who's in charge of costuming the other orcs.
All right.
Just a nice orc, big blonde wig, just Dobby Parton or something like that.
Dolly Porkton.
Dolly Porton.
What is the sharpest piece of Lord Byron?
Uh,
Some questions you never thought you'd need an answer to.
my initial gut instinct was ribs, but like now I sort of want to just see how sharp his pubic bone is. Anything
that's
sharp
a-
if you push it hard enough.
I
I got
figure
a
you want to
5.
keep him anatomically correct, so you probably shoved a lot of stuff up certain places.
Right, I got a 5 and a 5.
5 and a 5 for stabbing the orc, ending the orc. That's 2 successes out of the 3 needed.
Stabbing and winning.
So yeah, you got him real good, and well,
When he
Vlad,
turns around to see who it is, I'm wearing Byron's face so that he doesn't know it's me.
Vlad has had years. Vlad has had years of academy training for this. He is ready. His time has come. He is going to bite the orc's throat out. He's got long teeth. He's good at that. The orc has been caught unaware, and we're all good at spooking. So I'm going to use my expertise in spooking. I'm going to use my long teeth, and I'm going to use the staff of previous fire because it's still hot. I'm going to poke him with it so that he doesn't know I'm going for the throat. It's a feint. I'm going to get 4
Can't wait to
dice.
see how this kills you.
I know it's going to be great.
Sorry, Vlad.
All right, a 4, a 6, a 4, and a 2. Hold on, we're doing good.
What?
We're doing good. So, I do get hurt in the process, but that's fine. Vlad's fine. He's got 1 hit point left.
That's all you need.
Yeah. But he jumps up and takes a chunk out of the orc's throat with his teeth and drinks his blood and is totally vampiric. You can tell. He is born a vampire. He's been doing this for centuries.
He just didn't know orc blood's poisonous.
Yeah. But no, orc blood tastes good, and it makes us it makes for really good stealth that nobody ever expects a group of goblins to be covered in orc blood. See?
I would think the opposite. Yeah, that's true.
And as the orc collapses and falls to his knees, another ray of magic comes out of the wizard's tower and hits the orc in the back. And his body starts kind of twitching a little bit until a giant mutant rat crawls out of his chest and looks at you, Brandon, with hyper intelligence in his eyes. He is here to stop us from entering our name in the book. So we need to get past this hyper intelligent mutant rat.
Hey, Ratmo.
But he didn't expect us to be covered in orc blood, so we have a leg up on him. And it's on you.
Well, the fact that I got orc blood, man, that's a scary goblin. And I got big eyes. So I'm gonna stare him down.
Intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Rats notoriously do not like being observed.
And I've got a +1 to the rolls.
Yep, +1 to each dice.
That's a 7 and a 3.
7 and a 3. So you got 2 successes, but something bad happens and sets Alex up for failure.
Well, I do back the rat down. The thing is, rats, when they're cornered, are even more dangerous. And so it's too scared of me, but it looks right next to me and sees something really tasty.
Ooh, they are especially tasty.
And it looks vicious. And so it has scared Gobby Shelley.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Gabby Shelley, finish off this rat and save us before it eats you.
The rat's name is Percy. It's mad that I've got Byron all over my face. It should be the other way around.
It's jealous. It wants Byron all over it.
Yes. So I will take the face of Lord Byron and I will throw it like a frisbee to see if I can make the rat go get it instead of me.
Oh my god.
2 dice, sir.
I get a -1.
Yes, you get -1 to both.
Oh man, I got a 3 and a 3 with the -1.
Oh, so just all right. Luckily, they don't stack. It's only something bad happens. So something bad happens. The rat. Explain what happens as it starts to stare me down.
I throw the face of Lord Byron, and the rat is keen to go get it, but it lands on Vlad's face.
Oops.
Blinded by the face of Lord Byron,
He sliced that. He sliced his shot.
Vlad is going to attempt to fight off the rat with his big teeth.
No, don't get in a tooth fight with a rat, you'll lose. That's how my uncle died.
It's in the book.
Nobody ever reads the book.
Well, I've got a lucky ear, so I'm gonna re-roll my 3 that turned into a 2.
Save
Try to
your
get
I'll give you
something
the
better.
save your I'll give you the king stick.
All right, king stick's coming.
And then does that
Okay.
spend the king stick, or do you have it to give to somebody else now?
No, that spends the king stick.
Oh, okay.
But the king stick did not help. I got a 2 that turns into a 1, so I'm gonna I'm gonna use the ear anyway.
No.
Come on, Vlad. No. This is the end of poor Vlad. Because you're right. Never get into a fang fight with a rat. They will win. That's how your uncle died. As Vlad attempts to fight off the rat with his fangs, he fails, and the rat ends up eating poor Vlad. But he looks full. He might not try to eat us. We still need to get rid of him because he doesn't want us to write our names in the book. But Brandon, with your big eyes, tell us how you get rid of the rat.
I think I'm just gonna freak out and get crazy eyes and stab it in the throat with invisible auteur.
Get
Do
it.
You get +1.
Oh, 3d6 with +1s. That's a 5, a 7, and a 5. Damn, I'm rolling hot tonight.
All right, you successfully get the rat off of our trail. What do you do?
I stab it in the fucking neck.
Stab it in the fucking throat.
It's a good move. Good move.
Definitely did not see that coming.
I think it's
Severed
hilarious
an
that
artery,
my-
and it's just, and now we got rat blood all over us too.
I think it's hilarious that my vampire lost a fang fight, and that's how he died. I want to see if I can get
I think it was pretty well foreshadowed that he was going to lose a fang fight.
I want to see if I can do a themed death for each of my goblins.
Oh, nice.
Alex, we need to write our name in that book. We fought off this rat.
I am uniquely qualified to solve this problem.
This is your specialty. Get writing.
Yeah, I'll just mosey on up to the book. I'll pull out the book of writing, and I'll use my expertise in writing, and I'll use Lord Byron's hand to reach up so we can reach into the book and write.
He uses it as like an extendo stick.
Yeah. Is that 4 dice? 5 dice?
So
I think it's
you
5.
get 1. You got Byron. You got your book, and that's 4.
I got my expertise too.
Yeah.
So this, but with Lord Byron's hand.
Yes. My expertise, my heirloom, and my quirk.
Yeah, that gives you 3 extra dice. So you're at 4 total.
Don't I start with 2? What's it?
No, you start with 1.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see how bad this can go.
I love it.
Oh no, I got a 3, a 2, a 6, and a 6.
That's really good.
Yeah, I mean the 6 and a 6, you successfully get our name in there, but something bad happens and you get hurt because of it.
Something bad happens. Turns out the rat was just the familiar of the person minding the book, and there's a wizard up there.
Oh no!
And the wizard, upon seeing what I'm doing, says, "Oh no, you don't," and it fuses Lord Byron's hand into my hand. So now I've got a horrible 2-hand situation. and they're sort of slapping each other forever. He turned my hand into a clapper.
You,
I love
you
that.
and Lord Byron are finally one.
No, this is what Byron wanted, not me. Just
Oh, love
eternally
that.
making that horrible noise.
You're eternally clapping. That might come in handy later. Ah,
Only this is a
okay.
twerking competition.
All right. But I have to lead us into battle against the orcs because we are going to the costume competition. We signed up. Well, somebody signed us up. We promise.
It was me. I want Cersei to know.
And Boogie is going to take the lead here.
I'm getting
Boogie is
old. I
my
hurt my
next
wrist
goblin.
doing that.
And we need to beat the orcs at the costume competition. So, Brandon, what does the orc costume look like?
Well, looking with my big eyes, I'm gonna say the orcs have dressed up like a giant slobbering banana slug.
A giant slobbering banana slug, and I have to beat that. So, Boogie is kind of transparent. So, Boogie's going to be at the top of our three goblin stack. Um, with um, I forget your goblin's name, Alex.
I am Gabi Shelley.
With Gabi's extra hand, Gabi is going to be one of the arms. Well, both of the arms, but we're going to be super spooky because we have 3 weapons instead of 2. And I'm best at spooking. That's what my clutch does. So I'm going to use 4 dice to hopefully be a spookier monster than the orc's slobbering banana slug,
And also kill yourself.
and probably kill myself in the process. But it's okay.
I believe in you.
Oh, well, I got a 6
Rory
and a
Huntable
1.
says banana slug. Do 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 do. Banana slug. Do, do,
Do,
do.
do, do, do.
Phenomena.
So I'm going to use my ear. I'm going to reroll 3 of my dice because that didn't go very well.
Boogie's gonna die immediately.
That one better. Okay, hold on. We're doing good. The 5 and the 2 cancel each other. So I got a 6 and a 4, which means I got 2 successes out of the 4 needed, and I set us up for success. So I'm standing at the top making this spookiest of boo sounds, and it's kind of hard to see me under the shroud and in the black, so it's really, really spooky. And that sets up Brandon to take us home and finish eliminating our orc rivals.
I'm gonna do the old emotional 1-2. I'm gonna stick my head out with my big eyes and get them all watery and really pathetic looking to make them feel bad and make them not want to win it as much as we do.
I need to know, how hurt is this goblin, because they've been here since the start.
He got 1 hit, so he's got a hit point still.
He is trucking. He's a little
Yes.
soldier.
Yes. So that's 2d6 plus 1 on the rolls. That's a 6 and a 6.
All right, we successfully get the orcs to drop out of the competition. Tell us how it happens.
Well, it's just straight out of what was it, Shrek 2 or Shrek 3 with the cat and just
Oh, Puss in Boots.
yeah, with Puss in Boots just going. And the orc is just so like, what the fuck ever. He wants to kill us, and he's coming over to kill us, and he trips on something and breaks his neck.
We're spreading our goblin bad luck around. I love it. And while that's happening, there is a loud bell that chimes. Loud cowbell starts ringing.
That's not for us.
Where's Christopher Walken?
And everybody starts looking around, and all of a sudden, everybody feels super hungry and needs to eat immediately. Alex, feed us.
It's a good thing I got a perfectly good Lord Byron right here.
Or what's left of him.
Yeah. And plus, that orc's costume is made of bananas, right? It's a banana slug.
Sure.
Can I use the orc's item as a bonus dice?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll allow it.
I'm gonna take my Lord Byron extra hand, and I'm just gonna like put bananas between it, and I'm gonna bring them back to the group.
Yes. Bananas.
Bananas. All right, here we go.
Banana
And,
phone.
Rory says we need some woogie with the boogie.
Woogie, 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 woogie.
Dum dicka dum dang dang bigga diggy.
Oh, I was thinking electric slide.
Yeah, so was I.
Or Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company P. I got a 6, a 1, and a 4.
So the 6 and the 1 cancel, but you set me up for success.
Good. Well, I got a whole bunch of bananas for you, so he just needs to peel them.
All right. I've peeled a banana before. Probably. I don't know. Hmm. Everybody knows that you don't eat bananas by peeling them. You actually cook them. And I'm going to use my staff of previous fire to start roasting the bananas. Not by lighting it on fire, but by using it to hold the bananas over a fire. Because I can control the fire with it. Oh no. Well, a 2 and a 6. Okay, hold on. So I get hurt, but
all
I
on
got 2
fire.
successes. Yeah, I'm definitely standing too close to the fire and I burn myself really bad. But the bananas are cooked. Brandon.
Well, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat a banana.
Eat a banana.
Should have let
Yeah,
Garbage do the
me too.
flambeing over there.
I am going to the invisible auteur doubles as a fork.
Of course.
Reach out and did something good happen?
No, Leo are flat roll.
Okay, because that's a 2 and a 2.
2 and a 2, so you get double hurt.
I stabbed myself in the fucking neck.
Uh, do, do you have an ear?
I do.
can
I
reroll
stabbed
it.
myself in the ear and managed to slice it off somehow. And then
You
died
you,
because I got a 5 and a 1.
but you got a success.
I got a success. So, stabbed myself in the ear. The thing is, it caught the ear canal and just went right into the brain.
Oh no. But you with the banana, you opened it enough so that we could at least start to eat it. Maybe,
Yeah,
Alex, we need to eat, please.
means of death. Broken pencil to the brain.
We're starving.
Means of death, lobotomy.
Self-imposed lobotomy.
These bananas are sort of dangerous.
Oh, no, self-actualized lobotomy.
Yeah, I look at the bananas that have killed one of us and almost killed another one of us. Actually, almost killed 3 of us.
Yep.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should just eat Lord Byron instead.
But I got one unpeeled. It's ready to eat.
It's finally open.
All right, I'll pick up a banana and try to eat it.
You're about to choke to death on a banana.
That's 1 dice, right?
Yep, 1 dice.
5.
5. All right, you ate the banana, and we've averted the crisis.
You managed to eat the banana. It only took 3 goblins, 4. The death of 1.
Yeah, like 2.5.
I eat that banana so well, nobody else is hungry.
Yeah, no. Everybody else comes back from the snack bar, completely full. We just didn't know there was a snack bar.
I'll pick up the invisible Ator and I'll hand it off to Brandon's next goblin.
All right, the bugbears are up next.
Not the
Bugbears are a
bugbears.
rowdy bunch. So, Alex, describe the bugbears costume.
So the bugbears are like, hey, we're bugs, we're bears, and they decided to do, instead of an owlbear costume, a spider bear costume.
Oh no, it's got so many legs.
Yep, each leg is a bugbear, and the torso is 3 bugbears.
I love that.
By the way, can I just point out the cave beast we immediately dispatched with no problem whatsoever. The banana,
Yep.
on the other hand,
The banana almost killed a lot of us.
It's tough being a goblin.
the banana had a higher death toll than the cave beast.
There was one time I was playing this game and like the Spetsnaz of Kobold showed up and almost killed all of us. It killed like 6 goblins.
Good for him. We should be playing Cobalt Quest.
That is an option. We could always do Kobold Quest another time. All right, but I'm gonna do same thing as I did last time, leading us to victory in our Spooktacular contest. I'm gonna be vaguely transparent at the top. Have our 3 hands waving around all spooky like, held up by Brandon, the unkillable. Oh no, you finally died!
Oh yeah.
We lost the middle of our costume.
We lost the feet. But I'm gonna roll
Don't
my
worry.
4 dice.
Trash is here.
Oh, Trash is here to save the day.
Garbage.
I got 2 6s, a 3 and a 2.
Dang.
So we successfully outspook the bugbears. They're trying to do their spooky bugbear spider dance, but they're really uncoordinated. They're not good at bugbear spider dances, and unfortunately, they managed to knock loose the chandelier that's hanging above us, just enough so that it falls and bonks Boogie on the head.
Why did I think we were outside?
I don't know. there could be a chandelier outside. Goblins are that unlucky. But it bonks Boogie on the head and totally knocks us over, and our costume falls apart. It's not broken. We can put it back together probably. But we do successfully eliminate the bugbears because we got our 4 successes. Unfortunately, as we stumble to the ground and are confused, dazed, and otherwise incapacitated, Brandon, who's your new goblin?
Trash.
Trash. You are approached by a hobgoblin, and he looks at us, and he has a very large and heavy rock. And we are being ordered to move this rock because it is in the way, and the Wizard King wants to sit where the rock is. So you have to help us move the rock.
Okay.
How are you gonna do it?
That's a very good question. I'm looking at my broken pencil and my big ears, thinking about how I'm gonna move a rock.
Not every goblin is built for the scenario.
I've got it. I'm gonna take the invisible auteur, gather up some of the copious amounts of earwax that my big ears build up,
Oh, of course.
and I'm gonna fling it at the bugbear to get him in the eye, which is gonna disorient him, and then he's gonna move. He's gonna be stumbling around. He's gonna end up moving the rock.
All right.
Oh
Now
yeah.
remember, you are at -1 for this roll.
And I'm rolling 3 dice.
And
I don't
you're
think
rolling 3
trash is
dice.
long for this world. Let's see here. Oh, oh, oh. 5, 1, 1.
Ooh, you do
That's
have
with
an
the
ear.
-1. That is with the -1.
You have an ear. You can reroll 2 of those dice.
Yeah, I do have an ear. Let's re-roll the two of those.
Roll the 5. Be brave.
Oh. So the end result after subtracting the -1, 5, 3, 0.
All right. Well,
What happens if you get a 0?
you die. So unfortunately,
Damn.
Trash was not long for this world. Trash is not going to make it past throwing earwax at the bugbear, but you got a 5 and a 3, so we got 1 success, but we're set up for failure for Alex. So describe your untimely demise.
So, I mean, big old hunk of earwax, and it's right in his eye. It's perfect. Except bugbears have 2 eyes. And so he's still able to see me. He grabs me by the leg and then just beats me against the rock. And so it does move a little bit by the force of my limp body. And then he flings me, my corpse, back into the group, knocking into which one is it now?
Gabi Shelley still.
So
Gabi.
into Gabi, kind of knocking her off balance and leaving her a little unprepared for what she's going to do next.
Can we nominate
Yeah,
Brandon for the King Stick?
I was just about to say, give this man a stick.
I just personally love the fact that I had in a row the longest lived goblin and the shortest lived goblin.
Oh man. I'll sort of stand up, dust myself off.
It's a little moist. You're a little wet.
Ugh.
Not in the fun way.
I got goblin blood on me. And formaldehyde. I'm gonna look at. They still want us to move the rock.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at. Is the Wizard Lord here?
He's coming. You better hope he doesn't show up before the rock is.
Well, you know what? If you can't move the rock, you can make it a comfy place to sit. I'm just gonna spread as much Lord Byron on it as I can to make it a nice padded rock.
Okay. Okay.
I get a -1 to this.
Hey, nah. No, because Brandon got a 5, a 0, and a what?
A 5, a 3, and a 0.
Oh, so yeah, you get -1.
Okay, with the
Yeah.
-1, I got a 5 and a 3.
Okay, so you pad the rock successfully. It's a nice boulder,
That's a
but
nice
something bad
boulder.
happens for me.
It's a Byrondel. The Wizard Lord's not happy about this compromise when he arrives.
Oh no! So the Wizard Lord has arrived and he's unhappy. Well,
I'm very chuffed with my work, though. I put both hands up and say, "Ta-da!" He's got an armrest, and it's his whole arm.
exactly. He used his legs as legs for the chair. I get it.
Yeah, I point out the broken pubic section. That's the cup holder.
All right. Well, Boogie is kind of transparent, so I'm gonna do my best to not get noticed by the Wizard Lord and hope that he attacks the hobgoblin in charge instead.
That makes sense. Yeah, sometimes shit doesn't roll downhill.
Yeah. This is not one of those times.
Oh no.
I got a 0 and a 4, and I'm fresh out of ears. So this will be the end of Boogie, but that's okay because something good happened anyway. So, um, trying to blend in, Boogie is standing in front of the hobgoblin because we expect the wizard lord to fight the goblins just to blow us up. So clearly he wouldn't attack the hobgoblin. Um, Boogie was wrong and took an eldritch blast to the chest for the hobgoblin instead. But the Wizard King has left, and the hobgoblin is grateful for the protection from the Wizard King. So
Noble sacrifice.
he's cutting us some slack on moving the rock. He's not going to whip us immediately, but we still have to move the rock. Brandon, who's your new goblin?
Well, I just had trash, so now it's time for ore.
Or
Ore has big teeth. He's going to attempt to chew through the rock.
yeah, break it into smaller pieces.
We're all beavers.
Do I get a +1 because something good happened, I think?
Yes, you get a +1.
All right, so I got a 5 and a 4.
All right, so we got one more success. We are chewing at this. Get it? So we need one more success, and something good happens. You line Alex up for success.
Um, let's see here. You got me, Shelly. I was say in the process of trying to chew up the rock. The progress I did end up that I kind of licked up and gathered up all of Lord Byron, and so I'm just gonna give it right back. You have your whole Lord Byron back, and surely this must make you happy.
I am happy.
Bleh. Got you this.
Everybody knows
Slobber
that-
makes it taste better.
Yeah, goblins are just baby birds.
I made this.
Oh, it's so
right.
pretty.
All right, Gobby, get this rock out of our way before it claims another one.
I'm gonna use the vomited Lord Byron, and I'm gonna reach down into my book of writing, and I'm gonna pick up 127 hours. I'm gonna move this book, move this rock,
Nice.
but instead of biting my own arm off, I'm going to bite Lord Byron's arm off.
There you go.
Any bonuses?
Yeah, you get +1.
Okay, so 6, 6, and 4.
Nice. We've successfully rid ourselves of the rock. We've moved it. Describe what happens as we are set up for success to eliminate the hobgoblins who have put us in danger in the first place.
Yeah, so I take my regurgitated cadaver, I bite its arm off, and I take the embalming fluid and I just spray it on the ground in front of the boulder, and then I just give it a little kick and it rolls away.
Yes, and the embalming fluid spreads far enough into the way of the hobgoblins' mechanical monstrosity that they've created. They've created a Gundam of sorts that they are piloting. It's a big steampunk. Think Warhammer 40K Killacan that they are piloting as their costume.
Joke's on them, our large rock the size of a small boulder crashes into it.
And I am no longer Boogie. I am now playing as Spot.
Spot
The Fuzzy.
Spot the Fuzzy.
Yep, I'm
We lost
covered
our
in
big
hair.
eye guy. We can't spot anything.
I know, right? It's okay. I'm here to save the day with all my fuzz. And since we had to kind of put our costume back together, we've turned it into more of a wolf costume. We've flipped the hide of the beast to the other side, the right way up, because we had the fur inside because it was cold. But now the fur is on the outside
Naturally.
because the fire heated everything up. So I'm blending in with that, being extra spooktacular with
Actually,
my with my spooky um expertise and my +1. I'm gonna roll 4 dice and hopefully this goes well.
I think it's gonna go well and terrible.
Oh, this goes extremely well.
Ooh,
I got 7, 7, 4, and 3.
damn.
That's
So
what's up.
the hobgoblins were not ready for the unbridled horror that I brought to the spook competition.
They're not ready for this,
Um,
Joey.
so much so that they stepped back and slipped in the slippery formaldehyde juice, and their killican falls over, catching the eye of Simone Jowl in the process, who sees our huddled monster and is very impressed, not knowing that there are goblins inside. And with 2 competitors left, just the goblins and the wizards, we're on to our last bit of misfortune.
What sucks is even if we win, when they find out we're goblins, they're going to kill us.
Maybe. As we are finishing off these hobgoblins, the catapult on top of the orc barracks misfires, raining boulders down upon us. Brandon, save us, please.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna do the thing that makes the most sense. I'm gonna catch the boulders with my teeth.
Of course. I caught the fire earlier. It only makes sense.
Yeah. So that's 2. And do I get any kind of bonus?
No, sir.
Well, or lasted a nice long while. But with a 3 and a 1, he dies and something bad happens.
You have an ear and a stick.
That's right.
Use that stick.
I am going to use the ear. Get a 5 and a 2.
So they cancel out. So nothing
So
happens.
So the good news is I catch the boulder with my teeth. The bad news is I catch the boulder with my teeth.
Fair. Alex.
If you had died, you just caught it with your face and just taking your whole head off, and the rock would have kept flying.
Yeah.
And since that was incredibly impressive, I'm going to look over to Gabi and give her a thumbs up.
That was impressive.
Ooh, the thumb.
I'm going to consult my book of writing, and I'm going to pick out the script for Armageddon and figure out what to do when a giant rock is going to hit your planet. And then I'm going to sing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I got a 6 and a 3.
All right. So
And what did the thumbs up gave him? What?
the thumbs up will give him a +1.
Oh, then I got a 7 and a 4.
7 and 4, so 2 successes and something good happens.
Yeah, so we start doing our Aerosmith performance.
Because it's a costume talent show.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the asteroid breaking all apart around us, everybody is very impressed.
And Spot is going to ride the coattails of your excellent performance and attempt to juggle the rocks to add to the
Do we need more than Do we need more than 3 successes?
We need 4 successes.
Ah, I missed that part.
Yeah, and we're at 2.
And this is just the random encounter, right? This
We're at
isn't
3.
even the
I got
challenge
1,
part yet.
and he got 2.
Your 5 and your 2 canceled.
Oh, did I get it? Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I got confused there.
Um, yeah. I'm not built for this one, so I'm just gonna roll one dice. But I'm gonna juggle, and it's gonna be impressive. Or I'm gonna die. We'll see. A 4. So it's not a step toward success, but I've at least gathered up enough rocks to do something impressive, but I can't juggle. But I have cool rocks if you can use those, Brandon. You get a +1.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I um put them all in my mouth and use my big teeth to crunch them up, and then cast fog cloud. So
Nice.
we can't be hit. We've got cover.
Nice.
Um, so +1, right?
Yep.
I cast fog cloud. You mean you belch gravel dust?
Yes.
Tomato, tomato.
Hey, you know what? I rolled 2 6s, which is 2 7s. So
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
The effects are impressive. Our rolls are twice as impressive because I've never seen this many goblins actually get to the end of a goblin
I will
adventure.
tell you what, Roll20 may hate D20s, but apparently it loves D6s.
Yeah, we have one more faction to eliminate. It's the wizards.
God dang wizards.
Now, this one will be the most difficult, meaning we need 5 successes to finish. Brandon, what do the wizards' costumes look like?
Um, so you know that the kind of 80s van image, like a wizard with like super cool clouds and they look super epic and awesome. It looks
Yeah.
nothing like that.
It looks nothing
Um,
like that.
no. They are um uh they are the scariest thing imaginable to a learned person like a wizard. They've got one who's got kind of on a little bit of a chubby suit, and he's got a suit and a red tie, and he's wearing a red hat. They've set up his hair to be yellow and really thin and maybe balding. Um, and yeah, no,
I'm trying to
I'm liking
think.
it.
have I been too subtle?
Nope. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm
Terror
not. Can you explain
of
it to
all
me?
They're gonna make the evil empire great again.
Yes, make the evil empire great again.
Oh, okay. Got it.
The terror of all learned men everywhere.
Hate that for us.
Well, Alex, you get to lead us into contest.
I'm gonna make them not great again. So I'm gonna grab out the Heart of a Hater, which is my Lord Byron heart.
Heart of a hater.
I'm gonna grab my book. I'm gonna grab my writing tools. And I'm gonna write up a little scroll. If that's what you want your costume to be, that's what you are. You fuckwit.
All right.
And I'm gonna cast a spell of Trumpism. Polymorph to asshole. That's 4 dice.
Yep.
All right, Mary Shelley. Channeling the spirit of Mary Shelley.
Come on.
Oh, I mean that's not bad. That's a 4, 4, 5, and a 2.
So, yeah, 2 good things, and the 5 and the 2 cancel out.
Yeah. So you set me up for success.
Good. The spell begins to take hold, and I thought I was just going to turn them into Trump, but their flesh begins to pucker.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, puckered flesh doesn't like fuzzy textures for sure. So doing what any good goblin does, I'm gonna go feral and I'm gonna jump upon the wizard to try to knock them out of the competition. using our big spooky costume. I'm gonna try to scare them off
Yeah, you nerds.
by uh, by assaulting them. And I got uh 3, 5, and 5. All right.
Hell yeah.
So that's 2 successes, but something bad happens. Um, Much like the intelligent rat that we fought earlier, nothing is scarier than a cornered wizard. So they are getting ready to cast some spells, getting ready to attack us. Brandon, you are at a -1 for this roll, sir.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna take your inspiration. I'm tall. I've got big teeth. I'm gonna bite their kneecaps off.
Hell yeah.
Or I mean, I'm short and got teeth. I'm gonna bite their kneecaps off.
You're tall for a
But
goblin. All right.
yeah, yeah. But I'm also gonna use the invisible auteur to get up underneath the kneecap to make it a little easier to pop it off into my mouth.
Nice.
So that is 3. Yeah, big
3
teeth,
dice at a
invisible
-1.
auteur. Yep, and then -1 on all of them. That's a 2, a 2, and a 1.
Ooh, that did not end well for you, sir. um, you have the
I,
stick.
I miscalculated on how long it was going to take them to cast that spell, and I just turned into a red mist.
And
No,
that was
it's
the
ore,
end.
not ore.
That was the end of Ore.
Yeah.
Luckily, they've calmed down a little bit. You know, they're less puckered. They're not getting ready to cast a spell. Alex, we have to eliminate these wizards. It's for the good of goblin kind.
It is. I'm gonna flip the page over on my spell, and I'm gonna cast Enema.
Ah,
Oh no!
oh no,
Is there a minus for this?
no, there's no minus.
Okay, well I got a 1, 1, 2, and a 4.
Well,
Bye bye, Gobby.
you
Turns
cast
out,
enema.
turns out Enema is not a good spell to cast.
You cast it on yourself by mistake.
Yeah. So I give off the ancient incantation, and Lord Byron comes to life and just squirts water into my ass until I die.
Oh no. Ah.
Wait. No. Take the staff, because that was really funny.
Take the stick.
Does that reroll all of them?
I think, is it reroll all, or just you can choose?
You can choose.
Let's go for it. Oh, that's a 6, 6, 3, and a 2.
6, 6, 3 to 2. Well, unfortunately, Gabi Shelley will die in the process, but we will eliminate the wizards.
So in the process, I look at Lord Byron and I say, "You always wanted to be a super soaker." I will dive into the
Ugh.
crowd. I will just.
Ugh.
And we'll all just
Ugh.
die in a wet mess. I'll let everybody else's imaginations fill that in.
That sounds moist.
The moistest.
Ew.
Gabi got enema to death.
That is such a bad way to go. But you have successfully eliminated the wizards. Meaning we're at the end of our adventure. We have successfully won the competition by default because nobody else is left.
My last goblin shows up, George Gob Gob Martin.
Is that your last goblin?
No, that's my third. It's the
Oh.
last one I'm playing today. But you know what his special quirk was?
What?
Procrastinating.
Yeah, I had so trash died, ore died, which means now it's time for treasure.
We got through that surprisingly healthy. I've never had a game of Goblin Quest go where I'm not on the last 2 or 3 goblins.
How many goblins died? I lost 2. You lost 2, and Brandon lost 2.
I
Yeah.
lost 3.
3. Okay. Yeah, I mean, half of us died.
Now I'm used to like 1 or 2 goblins in the group are left at the end.
Calvin says it still counts as a win.
Exactly. It still counts. But we've claimed the trophy, and Simone Jowl presents it to us as he is very much impressed by our spooktacular costume of the spooky beast with long claws, the cave beast.
Much like his namesake, I will accept all credit uh, built on the foundation of the people who came before me.
Oh, of course. Yeah, but that is the end of our adventure. Good job, guys.
We did it.
We did it.
Somehow.
I know the stream's supposed to go a lot later, so we can run another game if you want. We can come up with another scenario.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We usually go till 10, so we could take
Yeah.
our break now. Then we can make some new goblins and hit it again.
Let's do it.
So we'll take 5 to go refill our drinks and grab a snack, and then we'll be back.
All right, I've got a next idea already ready to go.
Perfect. Well, everybody, go ahead and stick around. We'll be here. We're going to run some ads. We're going to run ourselves upstairs, and we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry we had to step away for a minute to take our quick break, but we're ready to keep questing with goblins. With new clutches, new stakes, new problems. Take us away, Isaac.
All right. So, step one is again creating our clutches. I know Brandon and I had some time during the break to do it. Alex, are you ready with your clutch?
I need one more goblin.
All right, Brandon, why don't you tell us about your clutch while we're waiting on him, and then I'll tell you about mine.
Sure. The names of my goblins in my clutch are grunge, goth, emo, scene, and punk. Grunge's defining feature is nobody understands what he's saying. Goth's defining feature is he's very, very, very pale. Emo's defining feature is depression. Scene's defining feature is being neon colored. And punk's defining feature is safety pins. Their expertise is dancing, and their ancestral heirloom is the spectral disc, which is a scratched copy of a Green Day CD.
All right. My goblins are Rob, Bob, Nob, Gob, and Dave. Rob is gassy. Bob is constantly smoking, as in smoke coming off of him, not him smoking cigarettes. We've got Nob, who is always covered in soot. Gob is always warm, and nobody likes Dave. That's his defining feature. Their expertise is fire stuff, and our ancestral heirloom is the Rock of Sparks. otherwise known as Flint. Alex, when you were ready.
I actually need to take us to break just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Back to break.
1 second. Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Never mind.
Okay.
Psych.
My goblins are Freddy, Jason, Michael, Chucky, and Final Gob.
I love it.
You should play
Freddy's
Final
quirk
Gob
is
first.
he has narcolepsy.
Let's see.
Jason's quirk is he has mommy issues. Michael's quirk is he has a sick ass theme song.
Hell yeah.
Chucky's quirk is that he's small for a goblin. And Final Gob's quirk is passive time traveler. And our heirloom is the orc machete, and our quirk is good at spooking.
Hell yeah.
I didn't catch what Jason's feature was.
Mommy issues.
God.
So, now that the Halloween contest is over, a group of goblins has just come back as we have hatched in our clutch. And they brought back a large, shiny statue of this huge, monstrous animal and placed it in the center of our camp. It has 3 hands, large, large weapons in each one, and it's kind of hard to see inside, but you know whatever's inside is very fuzzy.
Hmm.
Um,
That's just
this
math.
is a cause. This is a cause to celebrate. And we've been put in charge of the party. So we need 3 steps, 3 phases to throw the biggest party that Goblinkind has ever seen for Halloween. I'll start with Alex for step 1. What is the title of phase 1?
Location, location, location.
Location.
We have to scout out a good
Huge.
venue for the goblin party.
All right. So scouting out the venue. Brandon, what is step 1 of scouting our venue?
Choose a random place on the map.
Pick spot on map. All right, roll 2d6, please.
Me or Brandon?
Sure.
A 3 and a 2.
3 and a 2. All right. Well, the second step of location, location, location is clearing the location so that we can actually throw a party there. There can't be any inhabitants already there. So we're going to have to conquer location. Brandon, what is the title of phase 2?
Grubhub.
Grubhub.
Good party needs good food.
Exactly. Alex, what does good food look like?
Humies have the best food.
Humies have the best food.
Or Humies are the best food.
Why not
Humie food. Alex, I need you to roll 2d6.
5 and a 5.
All right. Brandon, step 2 of Grubhub.
I don't really know what Humi food is as a step, but presentation.
Presentation.
Not Goblin Ramsey.
All right, I'm gonna roll 2d6. We did a 1 and a 2.
That feels bad. Reroll it.
Nope. And then step 3 of Grubhub. Um, hmm. So we're getting Humi food. We're setting up an awesome presentation. Hmm. I feel like we need to cook the food.
Oh, I knew we got something.
Yeah, Human said something about cooking. I read it in a book somewhere.
Well, you must be smart.
Yeah, they had a whole book about it. They called it a cookbook or something.
Why would you cook a book?
Because they're edible. Duh.
Oh, so we should serve those.
All right. Phase 3. Phase 3 is going to be a dance off.
For food?
No, this is after
For the party.
Phase 3.
yeah.
Phase up in my terms.
phase 3 of the party. After we've eaten, we're going to have a dance off. Alex, what's step 1 of the dance off?
Convince
This is going to
everybody
be all
else.
the goblins. All the goblins are going to be participating in this dance off.
Convince everybody to stop eating.
Finish meals. All right. Brandon, I need you to roll 2d6.
2 and 3.
2.
Much like my other rolls of 3 and 2.
Very similar.
No, they're completely different.
I also need you to tell me what step 2 of the dance off looks like.
I mean, obviously it's dancing.
Dancing.
Dancing
Okay.
Gob.
That the step 3 should be Ted.
Alex, 2d6, please.
1 and 5.
All right. Step 4 of the dance off. After dancing. Um. So that's assuming we've won the dance off because we're dancing. We got to bribe the judges. Because we want to win. And that's how you win is bribing.
Or killing.
And then I'm going to roll 2d6. Get a 3 and a 5. And that takes us to our last step of phase 3. Alex, what is their final victory condition?
Our final victory condition is tearing down at the end of the night.
Tearing it down?
Yep.
Clean up.
No, he said tear down, not clean up.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Well, we are good goblins. We leave things worse than we found them.
Tear down. All right. Who wants to start? Who wants to be our first leader?
I'll go first.
All right. Find us a spot. You're going to pick a spot on the map and you're going to lead us there.
Sure am. How many spots are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 spots.
There's at least 4.
There's at least 4 spots.
I can count that high.
All right. So we are going to go throw our party at the Magical Explosion Testing Grounds.
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
Exactly.
Because, like,
That
There's
sounds
got to be a
magic.
lot of cool things for the explosions.
Mm-hmm.
They got to look really cool. I was also thinking the plug. I don't know what the plug is, but I want to see it.
Plug. All right, so I've chosen a location.
All right, you got to lead us there.
I will be playing the role of. I'll start with Michael.
Michael, with your kick-ass theme music.
Yep. Which is actually two goblins. There's Michael, and then there's the guy with the portable keyboard who follows behind him. And I will quietly wander off in the direction that we're supposed to be going in a spooky manner.
Hopefully.
But luckily, you guys can use the theme song to follow me, so even though I've sort of disappeared, there's an auditory cue where I'm going.
All right. And you guys are good at spooking, so I'll give you 3 dice if you
Awesome.
want them.
5, 5, and 4.
All right. 5, 5, and 4. You led us there. Things are good. You've gotten the 2 successes we need for phase 1 on that step. And you've set us up for success against our first random encounter.
Perfect.
And as we are wandering through the the way, finding our way to the magical explosion testing grounds, out of the ground, out of a hole dug, pops up this thick creature with a huge bush on its face and a light attached to his head, wielding a giant pickaxe. A big bulbous nose sits in the center of this beard as he looks at us and starts speaking with a Scottish accent.
Man,
Richard Moore.
he killed a whole dog, not even a half dog.
And that leaves me to deal with the mysterious creature that we found.
Yeah, giving you the benefit with the set you up for success. The dwarf pops up, and I'm just unfazed by him being scary, and I disappear into the shadows as the music stops.
And he gets unsettled because he's like, "Well, that was weird."
Is that Goblin Will Shatner?
Let's see, who do I've got? Um, I'll start with Knob. Knob's
Rory,
covered in soot.
Rory Huntable, in reference to God and Goblin Ramsey, says this human hand is raw.
All right, Knob's covered in soot, which makes him hard to see. Being hard to see, and obviously getting the jump on him. He's got his rock of sparks. He's going to hit this creature, the dwarf, in the face with his rock of sparks and try to catch him on fire. And we're good at fire stuff. So I'm going to get 4 dice.
Oh God, starting off.
Starting off strong. I got +1. We're going to be all right. Taking this dwarf out. Oh, yeah, we're taking this dwarf out.
You should survive this.
I got 6, 6, 5, and 3.
Oh my God.
So I jump up. What's that?
You obliterate this dwarf.
Yes, I obliterate the dwarf. I jump up, and as I'm swinging my rock of sparks at him, it catches on his mining helmet, and sparks start flying into his eyes and catches his beard on fire as he starts cursing in Dwarvish and jumping back into the hole and running off. Unfortunately, though, because something bad has happened and we've set us up for failure on conquering the magic explosion grounds, the rumbling of the dwarf digging and the explosions happening above and the fire and the smoke has led to a colony of carrion crawlers to rise from the depths, filling the magical explosion testing ground with carrion crawlers that we now have to deal with.
It's a good thing we got this fresh dead dwarf here.
Right? Brandon, introduce us to your
Um,
first victim.
so the grunge is up first, and one of the effects of nobody understands what he's saying is that when singing, he can give the effect of a gibbering mouther and drive creatures to insanity. Um, and so he's going to sing and start a mosh pit in order to drive off the carrion crawlers as he sings.
I love this song.
Right? All right, let's roll it.
Um, and that is going to be 1, 2, 3. Um, and I am set up for failure, right?
Yes, you will get -1 to these rolls.
Oh no, hang on. I want this to be spectacular. And while doing so, he's going to use the spectral disc like a chakram.
Love it.
Nice.
So that's 4d6, each at -1.
Yep.
1, 3, 1, 2.
Oh God. You have an ear.
When the lights
Um,
out, it's so
sure, why not?
dangerous.
5, 5, 2, 1.
5, 5, 2, 1. So what? The 5 and the 2 cancel. So you get 1 success, but you will die in the process.
It's a success. It's successful. It works. It is driving some of them off. Unfortunately, my timing was off, and I started it when I was in the middle of them, so I get trampled to death.
Oh no!
Trampled by carrion
Trampled,
crawlers.
trampled by carrion crawlers.
That's so
Alex.
disrespectful. They don't even stop to eat you.
All right, Alex, we need hold through the rest of the way to get these carrion crawlers away from our party center.
Yeah, so Michael Gabo looks at his musician and nods, and the music kicks on. We're doing a grunge remix. And I'm going to pick up little pieces of carrion, both from the dwarf and from our poor friend Grunge, and I'm just going to chuck them in the direction that the carrion crawler is going.
It's like the guy playing the guitar in Fury Road.
Yeah.
The guitar.
Right. Oh no, I got a 3, a 2, and a 2.
Ooh, you have an ear.
I can't get to it though because I'm wearing a mask.
Oh no.
I'll
Well,
let it
this
ride.
will this will kill Michael Gabo
That's okay.
and set me up for failure.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
I think this
Describe
is gonna
it.
be a much quicker game.
Yeah, so I grab the I grab the pieces of carrion and I start stalking off in that direction, and I'm so like out of sync because this isn't the usual version of my hunting music that I don't realize I've walked into the middle of the carrion crawlers. We're holding carrion,
Oh no.
and they just eat me down to the William Shatner mask.
Oh no.
And the musician
Oh.
guy is like, "Oh, well, I'm not getting paid anymore." And he just wanders off.
All right, Knob. Knob's here to save the day. I am going to attempt. You got a 2, a 2, and a 3.
Yep.
So I got -1 to my rolls here too.
I believe in you.
It's a fresh game. I got 5 goblins, 5 ears. I'm gonna try to scare them with my rock of sparks by making sparks fly.
This is what it sounds
Oh no! Well, all right. I'm gonna use an ear because I got a 0, and we'll turn it into a 5 and a 3. All right. So I got a success, lost my ear, and set us up for failure. For our next job, which is finding Kiwi food. Cool. So, I'm striking sparks. Some fire is starting to start a little bit. The carrion crawlers are getting, spooked, and one of them lunges at me, but like the sparks fly off into its face, and it misses, but still takes my ear off with it.
Ooh.
Um, but then it scampers away back underground as explosions start happening throughout the area. And one of my sparks landed on our map, burning it, leaving us stranded out in the middle of nowhere in search of Humi food.
Awesome.
Brandon.
The struggle is
Um,
real.
shit. I'm looking for Humi food.
Yep.
All right. Well, Goth steps up and, you know, we discussed it. Humans make the best food, and humans are the best food. So I'm gonna do the standard Goth dance of I'm a fetus, I'm a tree, I'm a fetus, I'm a tree, to to produce babies to eat, and then fruit from the trees to also eat. A little savory, a little sweet.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So
So
that,
you're using your dancing to
yep, using my dancing.
interpretive dance our way into having food.
Yes. I'm connecting to the deepest wells of dance magic.
All right. Boogie.
I got a 2 and a 2 because I got a -1, right? Because I'm set up for failure.
Yep.
All right. So
So that'll kill you.
yeah. Um, I was not paying attention to where I was. I'm a fetus. I'm a boom.
Taken out by a magical explosion.
Yup.
All right. Alex, we are down one more goblin.
But at least we broke the record of penalties.
Right?
You're on a flat roll. We're good.
Yay!
Is there any way? Is there any way that as my wait, no, this is a new guy. I've got an ear.
You do have an ear.
Spin them ears.
That's a 4 and a 0. So I still explode.
You still explode, but you set Alex up for success.
Let's see here. Well, I explode into a bunch of babies and fruit. Then all he has to do is just gather it up.
Yeah.
And like one of my arms, as it's going away, has a thumbs up.
Nice. Well, final gob is going to saunter forward, looking like a weird mix of Jamie Lee Curtis and Sigourney Weaver and Heather Langenkamp.
That is such an odd looking creature.
And I'm going to take out my orc machete and I'm just going to gather up the bits.
Gather them bits.
Yep. Yeah. 3 and a 3.
And that's with the +1.
Oh no, 4 and a 4.
4 and 4. So you've set me up for success.
Bonuses.
Gathered some bits.
Bonuses for everyone.
All right. Hmm. Hmm. So I'm going to gather up some of the bits and fruit. And everybody knows that soot is surprisingly magically resistant, and I'm covered in it. So
Naturally.
I'm going to wander into some of the more dangerous spots because magic can't hit me because I'm covered in soot. With a 2 and a 6. So I will get 2 of our 3 successes, but I will get hurt in the process. Which is fine. I take a stray magical rock, hits me. Not enough to kill me, but I got a good chunk of babies and fruit.
Not a good chunk of babies and fruit.
You know, it is what it is. It's gonna be tasty.
Delicioso.
Brandon, lead,
Well,
lead us to victory.
I guess it's time for emo. And much like Ed Gob, Al Gob, Bogob, whatever it was.
Edgob Allen Goob.
Yes, that. Um,
I like
he's
I like
going.
your version better.
Um, he's just gonna sink down and say, "What does even matter anyway? Nothing matters." Oh.
So close no matter how far.
I tried
Uh,
so hard, but in the end, it just didn't even matter.
yes.
All right, so
Do I have any bonuses or penalties?
no, you're rolling flat.
I got a 6 and a 4.
6 and a 4. So you got our last success. Did you set us up for success on our next encounter? Tell us what it looks
Um,
like.
so I sit down on what was gonna be kind of like a geyser thing, and it redistributes the force of it, and has a very perfectly controlled explosion that throws all the fruit and baby parts up into the air, and they land neatly on the table.
Nice. It also launched what looks to be a fully intact dwarf skeleton that has recently been burned to a crisp. And as the magic in the area is exploding and popping, this green light hits the dwarf skeleton as it starts to shudder to life and sits up wielding its pickaxe. It will look towards Alex, your new goblin. No, your final goblin. Final gob.
Didn't we already kill you?
As
Oh,
it goes,
I mentioned
guffaw,
how I
guffaw, guffaw, I'll cut your gizzards out.
I forgot how I mentioned how I helped. One of the explosions lifts Final Goblin up in the air as well, and she's coming straight down onto the dwarf. She's heading right onto him.
That's right. You've been lined up for a plunge attack.
Well, that's perfect. I'm going to take out my orc machete, and as a passive time traveler, I'm just going to let nature take its course.
You've got +1.
Oh, then I got a
Nice.
4-4-4.
All right, 4-4-4.
4
The
4 4
4 for
4
4.
4.
So unfortunately, no successes, but you did set me up for success. What do you do?
I think I'm going to land perfectly, and because I don't do anything to adjust myself to hit where I'm supposed to, I just sort of land on the ground in front of the skeleton, and it's confused.
Well, luckily my soot-covered body helps me blend into the ground, so I'm gonna get a sneak attack off on the skeleton
Ha!
and try to steal its leg and beat it to death with it.
There we go.
And beat it to death with it. That's the important additional piece.
And I got a 7 and a 5, so I do take its leg and beat it to death with it. And I've acquired a new heirloom, the leg bone of beating.
Love it.
Love it indeed. We've dealt with our skeletal friend. Now we need a presentation, Brandon. We need to, get our party central ready. What are we gonna do?
Um, uh, Emo Goblin is gonna turn around, bend over, and fart out black decorations
Hard out black decorations.
because he's so depressed that even his insides are dark like death.
Good to know. Go ahead
Um,
and roll them dice. You're rolling flat.
yep. I'm just. Oh. I don't know if there's anything more depressing than a skipping CD of Green Day. So that's going to be playing as well.
Do you have that? Do you have that? Do you have the time?
Exactly. Um, and yeah, he's just going to be dancing and farting and dancing and farting
All right,
all over the place.
let's see it. Roll some
That's
dice.
Ride me
4d6.
to the sun.
3366.
Okay, so luckily the magic in the air helps you fart out some pretty spectacular decorations and gets the presentation completely done. But you do set Alex up for failure in the process.
I mean, yeah, I blow out my O-ring, and Alex, you're just covered.
Hate
Ah,
that.
blew out your O-ring. When that happens,
Too much fresh fruit.
Too much fresh fruit.
Alex,
Too much roughage.
there's a bugbear that approaches you, a sneaky, cunning bugbear.
Ooh, he doesn't know I'm a final gob.
Oh, no, but he does. He sees you, and he's like, "Hey, kid, you
Oh
trying to
my
have
God.
a really cool party, right? You're gonna need some of this." And he presents this strange green crystal.
Ooh, warpstone. Love it.
What are you gonna do?
Well, in traditional final girl fashion, when a scary monster approaches me, I'm going to take out my orc machete and murder him to death.
And steal his drugs.
No, I can't do drugs or I won't survive the movie.
It's
Oh,
true.
fair
You have to
enough.
stay a virgin too.
Yep,
This should have been your last character.
that was the subversion. If she
I
dies
mean, you've been
first,
defiled, but you are still a virgin.
right? Yeah, so I'll take out my orc machete and I will spook him to death.
All right. And you are at a -1 because it's hard to be spooky when you're covered in whatever comes out of the O-ring.
Yeah. With a -1, I have a 5, a 4, and a 1.
5, a 4, and a 1. Do you have an ear?
I have an ear.
That's
The
right.
1 will kill you.
You guys are too young to know Austin Powers.
I know Austin Powers.
I love
Mhm.
Austin Powers.
That was a reference to it.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so that's
Well,
probably why I didn't
it
get
was the fight with number two.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Oh,
there was a Will
no.
Ferrell and the next all over saying, "Watch out, you're gonna blow out your O-ring."
it.
Oh, I got another 1 with my reroll.
Unfortunately, Final Gob does not make it. Tell us what happens. You got 1 success and you set me up for success.
Yeah, so I wench the orc machete into him, but I'm a goblin. And he's like, I'm a bugbear. And he just sort of knocks the sword down and takes the time to bend over and just squish me into the ground like a nail.
Oh no.
But it sets you up because
Squished.
he's not ready for whatever's about to happen.
Oh, he is definitely not ready. They never expected the soot-covered goblin to jump out of nowhere with his fire of his rock of sparks and his fire expertise. But I'm coming for my second body. I got 4 dice. Excuse me. Oh no, this isn't looking good. Oh no.
We're all about to get killed by a bugbear drug dealer.
I rolled 4 dice at +1. I got 2, 2, and 3 and 3.
Jesus.
And I'm out of ears. Fresh out. So unfortunately, I don't make it. Nob is no longer amongst the living. Because he jumps up, but being covered in soot um, actually makes him stink really bad. And the bugbears have very acute noses. So as I jumped up with my rock, he snatched me out of the air and slammed me back down on top of where Final Gob was nailed down into the ground and used me as a hammer to finish the job.
Oh no.
And now he's wielding me as a weapon. Brandon.
I hate that for us.
Um, let's see here. Is Emo still? Yes, Emo is still alive. I think he's even unharmed. Um, so Emo. It's gonna take off his wrist guards and just show him the scars from all his cutting to just make him feel the sadness I feel so that he'll just off himself.
Gonna use passive depression to try to kill the bugbear.
Yes.
Let's see it.
Um that's gonna be 2 dice. I'm at -1.
You are at -1.
That's a 2 and a 3. So
You're injured and set Alex up for failure.
yep. Um he's not impressed. He throws Final Goblin at me. And that kind of and Alex's next goblin just isn't prepared for that kind of goblin on goblin violence.
Not prepared. Never prepared.
I wrote a whole song about it, Alex. You should have been prepared.
He was talking about hyenas, not goblins.
They're basically the same.
Yeah, basically. My next goblin is going to be Chucky, who is small for a goblin. And he is going to use the orc machete as a springboard to jump onto the bugbear's face.
Nice.
And I'm going to try to spook him to death.
Spook him.
So that's 4 dice, right? Small for my size, spooking, orc machete.
Yep.
Any penalty?
You're at -1.
God damn. Here we go.
Bye-bye, Chucky.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I've got a 5, a 3, 3, and a 0.
You got an ear.
Okay. Well, yeah, you have an ear. You can re-roll
I'll spend
the
an
threes.
ear. I'll spend an ear. We'll do some re-rolling.
Yeah, because the 0 would kill you, but if you re-roll it.
Well, joke's on me. I got a 5, 5, a 3, and a 0.
All right. Well,
That helps out.
you finished him. You won. But you died in the process and set me up for failure on our next on our cooking adventure.
So when I said I was small for a goblin, I think I understated how small I am for a goblin. I jump immediately down the bugbear's throat as he opens his mouth to laugh at me.
Oh no!
But you choke him.
I do choke him, but he crushes me with his lyrics.
And we cheer because we killed the bugbear.
Did we?
I mean,
The bugbear is dead. That's what's important.
yeah, we won.
Good lord.
Now I have to cook.
I have 2 goblins left.
Jeez, we were dropping like flies this time. Luckily, we need a fire to start cooking. And I'm nothing if not good at setting fires. And Gob is especially good at it. He's the fire starter because he's gassy.
Oh no.
So I'm going to use my gassy nature to...
A lot of poop stuff in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to use my gas. I'm going to ignite it and start a fire so that we can cook. Yeah, 4 dice. And did you give me a modifier, Alex? I can't remember.
I give you a penalty.
Oh, no. YOLO. All right. I got a 5, 2 3s, and a 2. So the 5 and the 2 cancel out. And I've got just setting Brandon up for failure. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get this fire going as it starts raining.
Okay. Well, I am just going to just get down on my knees in a submissive position and say, "Of course, we were never going to succeed. And by the power of my immense depression, bring all the rain to me so that everywhere else remains dry."
All right.
That is 2d6 with a -1. Do I have an ear? Did I spend my ear?
You spent your ear.
Okay. Um,
Next time we run this game, I'll have some assets on the stream that I'll have ears on either side of our faces and thumbs.
Oh yeah.
don't have thumbs. We don't have a stick. Yeah, I just die. I drown.
Oh no. What'd you get?
I make the turkey mistake. I look up into the rain.
Not the turkey
Oh,
mistake.
I
you
just
caught it all.
I got I got a 1 and a 0.
Oh no. Drowned.
With a T. A hard
Yep.
T.
T. All right, but you got all the rain. The rain stops.
No, because I didn't get a success.
You didn't get a success, but the bad thing, like, there's no
Oh,
penalty on
gotcha,
it
gotcha, gotcha,
anymore.
yeah.
So
I do bring all the rain to me and it drowns me.
Well, as Jason Goblin steps in's like, I know what that's like. I'm gonna take out my machete. And I'm gonna cut open the big bugbear's pockets and pull out his crack lighter.
hell yeah.
And I'll start a fire. A 4 and a 2.
Okay, so you set this up for success, but you hurt yourself in the process.
That makes sense. I
There's no way we're gonna survive this one.
As I slice into his pocket and I pull out the lighter, I realize I've accidentally broken his pipe and it cuts open my hand real bad.
Oh no. But we have a crack lighter. So now I've got to be able to start this fire now. Rob's got this.
I'm
Come
stepping
on,
back
Rob.
from the fire.
This is going to be spectacular.
There is no fire.
I'm stepping back from where the fire is going to be.
That is far too smart for a goblin.
Well, I got 3 5s and a 6.
Damn.
Joke's on you. I lit the fuck out of that fire.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah, you did.
And I didn't kill anybody in the process. So
That's the surprising part.
we light the fire and get the food cooked all at once with my amazing fire skills. As the rest of the goblins,
You bust out a flamethrower and just. All right,
exactly.
this food's ready.
Yep, food is cooked. We've flambéed all of the dishes. And the goblins have shown up for the party. And we've eaten. We're eating. And we're eating. And we're eating. And now we need to stop the eating so that we can finally get to the dance-off. So, Brandon, how would you like to stop a horde of hungry goblins from eating children and fruit?
Scene Goblin is first going to distract everyone with her neon coloredness, dancing around like it's a rave, and taking the spectral disc, putting it up next to the microphone and just scratching into it to make ear-piercing sounds, like sound, sight, all of it. Just distraction from what they're doing.
All right. Roll your dice, sir.
Do I have any penalties?
Nope, you are flat.
Straight 4d6. 5, 3, 4, 3.
5, 3, 4, 3. So one of the 4 and 3s cancel. Then you've got a 5 and a 3 left. So you get 1 success of the 4 we need. But something bad happens to set Alex up for failure.
I break the spectral disc and just scream in despair. And it's so heart-wrenching that Alex just doesn't know what to do. Here's this cute little scene kid just in tears.
Now everybody's staring at you and it's awkward. All right, Alex, you got to help us finish off these meals.
You're on mute.
I look at the crying kids. I look at the situation, and I'm going to take a more active approach to stopping the meals. I'm just going to flip all the tables over.
Flip that table.
Not the
And if anybody has a problem with it, I'll just give them a scary look.
Yeah.
A 3 and a 1.
3 and a 1.
I already spit my ear.
Yep. So you definitely got some bad looks. Go ahead and tell us how you die.
Yeah.
And set me up for failure.
So all the goblins are like, "What are you doing, man? We're still eating." And I just sort of walk over, silent, lethal protector, and try to flip the table over. I flip part of the table over, and then they all just eat me.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the better, more active approach at stopping these meals, and I'm going to eat the food before they can eat it. Because if there's no more food left, then
we're done
start
eating.
dancing.
Yeah, we're done eating.
I'm down to my last goblin.
So, I don't have any traits to use to help me here, so I've only got 1 dice. So this is not going to work because I'm going to -1. Oh,
You get 1 success.
we'll see what happens. I got hurt. So, I'm eating food and I'm shoveling it. I'm shoveling as much food as I can into my stomach, but it's only a tiny goblin stomach, and you know that overeating feeling that you get where you're just all around miserable and full and everything hurts.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'm burping a lot. But Brandon, you are on a flat roll on a new goblin, sir. I think.
Yeah. I'm going to get up, brush myself off, take the broken spectral disc, make lemons out of lemonade, start dancing around, and I'm going to take the opposite approach of you. The eating is over if all the food is gone. The eating is also over if all the guests are dead. And I'm just going to start slitting the throats of goblins with my broken spectral disc.
All right.
As I'm dancing around in a violent display.
Love to see it.
Let's see it.
That's 3 flat. I'm gonna. I got a little too wild, a little too worked up, and sliced my ear off. I'm gonna re-roll 2 of those.
Somebody's roll was not good.
Okay, so I originally rolled 2, 6, and 1. Re-rolled the 1 and the 2, got a 3 and a 1.
So the 6 and the 1 cancel.
Yeah.
And you set Alex up for failure yet again.
Yeah. All I've done is just piss them off.
There's an angry mob gathering, Alex.
I'm gonna fall asleep about it.
I'm gonna fall asleep about it. You're narcoleptic.
Yep. I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna go like, and I'm just gonna like spook them by falling asleep / pretending to poison myself and be dead. And maybe they should stop eating.
Okay.
I have a penalty, right? -1.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 5, a 4, and a 3 with the -1.
All right. The 4 and the 3 cancel, and the 5 gives us one more step towards success. We are
I fall
crawling.
asleep about it.
We're crawling back.
Are we?
We're at 2 of the 4 successes needed.
Jesus.
And I'm on a flat roll. Nothing disrupts an appetite like a super overfull, super gassy goblin.
Can I give you a thumbs up?
You can give me a thumbs up. Give me a +1.
Thumbs up.
Let's go. And I'm going to attempt to get the rest of these guys to quit eating because I'm just too much. The +1 got us some momentum. I got a 5 and a 4. So we need one more success, and I've set you up for success, Brandon. As I'm sitting there, my table has been vacated. Goblins are no longer eating at my table. There's a couple more that have quit eating at a flipped over table. They're pissed. A couple of them have quit eating because they fear the food is poison because somebody has fallen asleep. Brandon, you gotta get us
Well,
over the finish line here.
I'm gonna do what a scene kid does and throw a big giant hissy fit, making everything so awkward that people want to stop eating. And just kind of dancing around and just yeah, really making everyone super awkward.
Having a one-man mosh pit.
Yeah, that's a 5 and a 6.
That'll do it. That gets the rest of the goblins away from the food. They've quit eating. And just when we thought things were going well and the dance party was about to start,
Damn it.
Alex, you wake up face to face with a goblin who's looking at you. And as you're staring into his eyes, you realize that these are not goblin eyes, they are dragon eyes. And you're staring down a kobold who is disguised as a goblin.
Why would he be slowing it like that?
I would like to repeat my tactic. I'm going to fall asleep about it.
They did.
Damn, that's crazy. Good night, though.
I'll extend my arms and I'll try to just grab him and bring him down here to cuddle with me while I fall asleep.
Snuggles.
6 and a 4.
Hey, that's 2 successes, and you've set me up for success.
Yeah, I've captured him, and as I bring him down to cuddle with me, I do pull his goblin mask away a little bit so other people can see he's a kobold.
All right. Well, I'm gonna help you dispatch this kobold by doing what I do best: hitting people with my sparky rock and trying to catch them on fire.
Wait, he's cuddling with me.
Hitting him with my sparky rock and catching him on fire.
It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right? Yeah, that's crazy. Good night, though.
All right, I got a 5, 4, and a 3. So the 4 and the 3 cancel. I've got the 5, so that's one more success. As his goblin mask burns away, and he is putting out the fire, he is fully revealed to be a kobold in disguise. Brandon, you've been set up. No, you have not been set up for success. You are on a flat roll.
That's the best kind of transformer.
Okay. I mean, it's time to break out the dance fighting. So, using the bits of the spectral disc as like daggers, and my colorful clothing and skin and hair as distraction, it's time for some dance fighting. So that's a ridiculous 4d6.
Let's do it.
Okay. That is 1 success.
That's what we needed.
I set someone up for success.
Okay.
I get cocky, turn over to Alex's character and give him a thumbs up. However, the kobold, who is not quite dead yet, decapitates me.
Oh no! On his death throes, because you do finish off the kobold. He is bleeding out, but he is not going out alone. He is taking you with him.
It was daggers. It was a little bit of a slow death, and I got cocky.
Yep.
He still had a couple heartbeats left, and he used it to decapitate me. I am on my last gobbo.
Oh no!
I'm also on my last goblin.
I'm doing surprisingly well. I'm not getting very hurt.
How many goblins you got over there?
Rigged.
I'm on my second goblin.
Goddamn DMPCs.
Mary Jane's. Or Mary Sue's. That's right.
All right, Alex, the dance-off has begun.
Well, I'll stand up. I'll start to get into it, and then I'll fall asleep in mid-dance. But in a way that everybody is like, oh no, I think he's going to fall and hit his head, and I'm going to spook them.
Yeah. Spooky dances.
I heard there was the thumbs up.
Spooky. Yes, there was a thumbs up.
Good.
And I set you up for success.
Yep.
I need that thumbs up.
You got plus
I got a
2.
1, 2, and a 3.
Oh no.
That's a 3, 4, and a 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the 3 and the 4 cancel, and you got 1 success.
I did re-roll.
Oh,
So I have a 6, 6, and a 3 now.
nice.
Nice.
So your dancing has more than impressed everybody.
Just lots of like.
You got 5 successes on your own.
This is going great. I think I'm really good at this, bitches.
Oh, Freddy.
I love Freddy.
Unfortunately, however, there is another group of goblins that approaches us, and we've danced a very impressive dance-off.
Mm-hmm.
But much like NSYNC, much like the Backstreet Boys, much like One Direction, or any K-pop band you can think of, they come out with a synchronized dance,
Oh, no.
ready to have a dance-off with us. And we're going to have to get through them before we can bribe the judges.
I hate these guys.
And it's on me, and I've been set up for failure? No,
No, you've been set up for success.
set up for success. All right. Well,
Gobs to men over there.
gobs to men. Um,
Pour wine.
Nothing accentuates a dance-off like pyrotechnics. And we're good at fire.
The fire.
So I'm going to use my fire expertise to light some cool flaming effects to aid in our dancing against this rogue band of goblins that thinks they're better than us. And I'll have you know that I was born yesterday, so I'm older than you. As I get a 7 and a 2. So I got 2 successes, but unfortunately, this will be the end of Rob, who catches himself on fire while setting up these pyrotechnics and ends up just going up in a fiery explosion due to his gassy nature.
I hope I get to go like that.
Maybe one day. But we're at 2 successes. Ready for Brandon and your last goblin.
All right. So my last goblin, Punk, is going to respond to their synchronous dancing with a mosh pit. And he is also actually learned from the Terry Silver School of Dancing. If your opponent can't see, they can't dance. So he's also going to take off some of his safety pins and just jab their eyes out. So that's 3. Am I set up for success or failure?
Nope, you are flat.
I'm going to. This is kind of silly, but yeah, I feel like I got to. I am just in my exuberance going to rip my own goddamn ear off.
Throw it at him. Chuck the ear at him.
Let's throw it at them. And get the same goddamn score. Fuck.
Oh, no.
So 6 and 1 cancel out, but I got another 6.
Okay. So you finished off our dance off with them. Describe how it works.
Oh, I'm just slamming into them and just jabbing their eyes out. Just killing them.
Yeah, you definitely can't dance if you can't see, but you also can't dance if you're dead. So we've successfully deterred those goblins from being any more competition than they need to be. And Alex, we have to bribe some judges.
Yep.
You gonna fall asleep again?
I'm gonna fall asleep about it.
Sleep about it. It's worked before.
I'm gonna take a judge. I'm gonna take Simon Jowl, Simone Jowl. I'm gonna walk her over to where I know there's gonna be an explosion at the magical explosion testing ground, and I'm gonna fall asleep there and make her worry about me.
Oh,
Am I set up for success?
you are not.
I'm set up for failure.
Nope,
Nope.
you are flat.
Flat.
Ear?
He has an ear.
No, I used your thumb. I got a 1-1-1, and I feel like I have to let it ride.
Oh no.
Oh, come on. You got an ear. You gotta do the ear.
But it's 3 1s.
I know. But if it's really meant to be, you'll get 3 1s again.
All right,
This is your last goblin.
we'll re-roll it. I got a 5-3-3.
5-3-3. So one success, but you've set me up for failure.
Because
No,
there's
it's
an
not.
explosion coming. You can see the rocket coming down from the Dark Lord's tower,
Oh no.
coming to kill me and Simone. You can't bribe the judge if the judge is dead. And the judge has to say we win before the judge dies.
That's right. You can't bribe the judge if the judge is dead. So Gob is going to come in and try to save the judge with a warm hug, because I'm always warm. So I'm gonna give her the big eyes. I'm gonna hug her leg. Gonna look up at my huge muscle mommy judge and say, "Don't stand here until you tell us we win."
My huge muscle mommy judge.
Who's gonna kick me in the fucking teeth? As I get a 3 and a 2, which is a 2 and a 1. Shit. I have an ear.
Spend them ears. This is what
Which
we
is a
get
5
for
and a
complaining.
1.
This is what we could get for complaining about too many goblins surviving last time.
I know, right? A 5 and a 1. So, on the plus side, she's, she thinks we're kind of cute, I guess. Maybe a little too cute. As I hug her leg, and she's like, "Oh, how sweet!" And she picks me up and gives me a huge, muscly orc hug, but accidentally squishes me.
She loves you too much.
Should have fallen asleep about it.
All right, Brandon.
Well, shiny things are valuable, and safety pins are shiny. So I'm going to lure her away from the approaching bomb and bribe her with a bunch of shiny safety pins while dancing erotically.
You're gonna seduce the orc.
Oh yeah. We're already halfway there. You guys have been doing a great job. Am I set up for failure or success?
Nope.
3, 3, and 6.
All right, so that's last 2 successes we need to bribe the judge. And you've set Alex up for failure against our next and final act of misfortune.
Well, that's understandable because I lured her over to me. I seduced her, completely abandoning him to the incoming rocket.
Yes. And the rocket crashes down next to you, Alex, and you feel lucky because it didn't hit you. And you have no idea why it didn't hit you because it was coming right for you. Until you realize what kind of magic rocket it was. as a huge Venus flytrap sprouts next to you and starts singing at you
Oh dear.
and says, "Feed me, goblin."
Does it have to be human? Does it have to be mine?
That's up for you to find out.
Must be blood. Must be fresh. Well, good thing there's a perfectly good orc judge over there who looks tasty.
She is looking like a snack.
I'm going to roll over, maintaining my sleepy pose. I'm going to try to basically act like a carpet of marbles to trip her into the Venus flytrap. I'm going to put her in the Goblin death roll.
The goblin death roll. We love to see it.
And I'm set up for failure, right?
Yes, you are set up for failure.
Oh no. I got a 2 and a 1.
Oh no!
The plant is like, must be Goblin, must be now. And it just eats me.
Ow!
Sucks me into its gullet and burps out my knife fingers.
Oh no! Now I have to deal with the thing. Well,
A 1 and a 2, does that set you up for failure, or is that just
no, that's just super
I just
super
cop it?
dead.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
All
out of
right.
goblins.
Well, luckily, Dave is here to save the day.
Oh God.
Dave is here to save the day.
Everybody hates Dave.
Nobody likes Dave, which means the flower doesn't want to eat Dave, and the orc doesn't want to be near Dave. So Dave's just going to walk up and try to talk to the orc, and the orc is going to back into the Venus flytrap. With a 5-3. So that is one success. But I've set you up for failure, Brandon.
Excellent.
As
Appreciate that.
the orc starts walking backwards, Simone is very repulsed by Dave. You don't know why. Dave's not like super ugly. He's very average looking, even for a goblin. He's very mediocre at best. But it's just something about him turns her off.
Yeah. No, I get it. I have no interest in him whatsoever either.
Something ain't right about that goblin.
Mhm. But I'm gonna try and finish the job and just mosh the orc into the Venus flytrap.
Do it.
3 and a 6.
Arena 6. You are at -1. So that will be a
2 and a 5.
5 and a 2. So you do get hurt, but that's one more success.
Yep. And I will look back over to you and just give you a very cool Henry Rollins thumbs up.
Alex is unfortunately out of goblins. So
That's
I'm here
okay.
to push the orc into the Venus flytrap. Dave's gonna Dave.
With the +1.
And a 6 and a 6. Let's go.
Damn.
And as he pushes Simone backwards, she trips over the finger knives that were left behind by Freddy, and the Venus flytrap will eat her. And as it does, it sings a happy jive about
But
being
not
full.
not before she declares us the winner, right?
Not before declaring us a winner. So we've won the dance competition. All we have left to do now is tear down the party site.
I mean,
Brandon, you're on flat rolls.
yeah. So I'm gonna poke holes in the balloons with safety pins. I'm going to mosh to just thrash all of the tables and everything. And I'm gonna just play the absolutely whatever comes out of playing a completely destroyed old Green Day CD to drive everyone away.
Some people would say Green Day plays.
Yes. So that's 4.
I don't want smoke from the Green
46.
Day community.
Holy crap. Okay, bad news. I set
Bad
you up for
news.
failure. Good news, 3 6s.
Hey, we're done. In a tornado-like fashion, you tear through the rest of the camp, uh, tearing down the party. Victory for the Gob Squad yet again.
Nobody knows how to end a party like a punk.
Oh, good job.
Go squad.
Go team.
What were we doing? How many were you at? I was at my final goblin.
I had two more. I had Dave and one more.
Well, we cut that one a lot closer.
Yeah. Three
I
goblins
on,
left.
I honestly didn't think there was a chance. I was like a while back. I
Yeah,
think when
we got
Alex and
reckless.
I were down to two when we were only like halfway through the challenges. I was like, nope, this ain't gonna happen.
We're not going to make it. We're going to die. Well, that was a ton of fun. Thank you, Isaac, for running this for us.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Yeah, this is a wonderful game. I like this one. Highly recommend it. It's a good time for lots of fun improv and lots of just easy, let's roll dice and see what happens.
Let's try and find some bullshit to justify this.
Yeah, right? But yeah, that is us. Just for some news around the network. Well, I believe we have another holiday one shot starting next week. Let me go double check which one it is. Oh yeah, it's Gnomesteaders, which is going to be run by Jo, who you've seen as Dr. Irons on City of Destiny and a couple other places. She was Sodalite and Gemstars, so we're really excited for her to be jumping in to run a couple of fun games during the holiday one-shot season as we continue on into November and December.
In what sounds like the complete opposite of this game.
Right? It's going to be so nice. Everybody's going to be a gnome.
Cozy and homey and...
Yeah, how bad can that be? And then I'm going to try to find something to put on next Tuesday. We'll see if I can come up with an interesting idea or not. But we might be dark next Tuesday. We'll see. Otherwise, yeah, if you haven't headed over to support our sponsor, Norse Foundry, yet, please do so. You can use the coupon code USP Norse to get 10% off a whole bunch of fun metal dice and rock dice, all sorts of fun stuff over there. You can also visit us over on Patreon. That's the best place to support us. So if you are at patreon.com/Untold Stories Project, you can get some exclusive content. You can help us keep the lights on around here. If you are watching the video on demand, please leave a comment, tell all your friends about us. That's the best way to help us grow and keep bringing games like this to everybody. I want to give both my friends here a chance to say goodbye, plug anything they want to plug, and then we'll get out of here. I'll start with Brandon.
Well, I hope everyone is going to be able to enjoy the upcoming holidays as well as they can, whatever holidays they celebrate and however they go about celebrating it. And I want to remind everyone to be kind to people, especially yourself. Isaac?
Nothing really much for me. Just happy to be here. Happy to have fun with the crew. Don't really get to do a lot of streaming stuff, so it's always fun to hop in and do a game every now and then. So glad to be here. Hope to come back sometime. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, you know the guy who's running things, so you'll probably get back in.
It helps. He's kind of my brother.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I will see you next time. Please take some time to play a game, and like Brandon said, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Get out there and vote like your life depends on it, because it probably does. And we'll see you.